Do you want to know what it is? You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth?
Once upon a time, we used gold, or paper that represented safely stored gold, as money. It worked well for thousands of years, partly because gold is independent, and partly because it keeps its purchasing power. An ounce of gold buys you as much food, clothing, and energy as it did 50, or 150, or 1,550 years ago. Compare that to modern money, which seems to buy you less and less each year. 100 years ago, when the Federal Reserve Bank was formed, $1 would buy you this much oil. 50 years ago, it bought you this much. Now, it buys you this much. That's not very much, is it? In fact, in the 100 years since the Federal Reserve Bank was formed to protect the currency, the purchasing power of the dollar has fallen by this much. Why did governments stop using gold? In 1914, the British and German governments were committed to various spending programs and World War I, a war that probably needn't have happened, and neither had the money or gold to pay for it. So they took their countries off the gold standard and, free of its restraints, printed the money they needed. In 1971, the American government was committed to various spending programs and Vietnam, a war that probably needn't have happened. And it didn't have the money or gold to pay for it, so it took America off the gold standard and, free of its restraints, printed the money it needed. Sound familiar? If governments didn't have the power to run up deficits, these wars could never have happened. There wasn't the gold to pay for them. The bill is eventually paid by the people through the stealth tax that is currency devaluation by inflation. Now the world operates under a system of money and credit known as fiat. It's the law that what we use as money be money. The government and its banking agencies have the power to issue money, but no one else may do so. Unlike gold, of which there is a finite amount in the world, with this fiat system, there is no limit to how much money can be created, so inflation becomes inevitable.
You only need to take a look at these prices at this petrol forecourt to see that drivers are definitely feeling the pain of rising inflation. Drivers are already paying $15 million a day more for petrol than they did a year ago, which means getting from A to B is just going to get even more expensive.
I'm filling up cars every day. I drive for a living, so there is a big impact, but what can we do?
It goes up daily almost, or certainly weekly. It goes up by at least 2p a week. It's ridiculous. I can't see how something can go up. If we were talking about cat food or something, it doesn't go up by 2p a week.
The price of produce in China is rising so quickly that everyday items like an apple or a bag of carrots have become too expensive for average Chinese people living on small salaries. Citizens are calling for price controls, but the Chinese regime has been slow to act. Here's that story.
As China experiences high inflation, with rates hitting 4.5%, the price of produce at markets and retail outlets across the country has gone up drastically. Chinese citizens are wondering how they will continue to afford to buy produce when staples like green peppers and carrots have tripled or quadrupled in price.
In the United States, that's a big problem. It's also a global problem. There are people in other countries rioting over food prices. Prices of onions have gone up a lot in India, for example. Rice, staples of diets for people in many parts of the world are becoming sort of too expensive for them to afford, and it's a bit of a crisis, frankly.
Very concerned about inflation in the developing world, less concerned in the developed world, partially because we don't feel it as fast as the developing world does, but they're making tracks in the direction of gold and silver. Why are they buying it? Are they buying it because they're gold bugs? No. Are they buying it because they're fascinated with the shimmer and shine of the metal? No. They're buying it as an antidote to poison.
Indians have always bought gold for two reasons: adornment, which is for cultural, festive or weddings. Along with that, on the back of the mind, they have an investment value for it.
Whether it's a family in India, China, France, the UK, they're all faced with the same dilemma. Demand in India rising 70% last year. In China, 54% last year for both gold and silver. The Industrial Commercial Bank of China with the World Gold Council has set up a program that allows individuals to invest as little as 1 gram of gold per day into a savings account denominated in gold.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What you're about to discover is the truth. The truth about the network marketing industry. The truth about the companies in this industry. And the most important truth, why you will never succeed unless you use the truth to your advantage. The formula that most companies use is simple. Use hype to promise you riches and residual income. Then use unsubstantiated claims and stories about the products so you make a decision based on emotion, not logic. It's time to really listen. I'm going to explain to you why you have failed, and if you don't choose wisely, you will fail again. There really is one simple business principle that most network marketers never think of. It's called saturation. The companies talk around saturation by spinning stories of their one-of-a-kind products. The truth is, that isn't the truth. At least 90% of the companies deal in pills, potions, vitamins, and lotions. And all those products and ingredients can be found elsewhere at a significantly lower cost. That's the truth. Let me ask you a question. If there was a health and wellness store in your town, would you open another one next door? How about 2 or 3 or 10 or 50? Get the point? Here's the second reason most fail. They don't have the skill or credibility to make the sale. Are you a doctor, a scientist, a nutritionist? Probably not. I bet you don't really like to sell. Most hate it. So if all that is true, which it is, how can you build a business, let alone make life-changing income when you have to educate the consumer and change a buying habit? Remember saturation? Odds are they're already using health and wellness products. It's time to wake up. Your instincts of creating a better life through network marketing are leading you in the right direction. We want you to experience the good this industry offers, but you have to use the truth to your advantage. So now is the time for you to face the truth head on. It's time for you to choose wisely. What's it going to be? A pill? a potion, a white cream, or a gold bar? This is your chance to financially change your present and secure your future. Let us show you how to earn 6 figures in 12 months or less. Last question. If I could show you a way to acquire gold and get paid to do it, would you be interested?
Debts, bills, rising prices. Most people feel they don't have enough money. They are right, and they are wrong. The problem is, they don't have enough knowledge about money. It is knowledge, not money itself, that leads to financial freedom. What is money? How do you create it? How do you keep it? How do you grow it? Here is the tough reality. You are living in a society that doesn't want you to know the answers. It's easy to prove this for yourself. Count the hours you've spent in school learning about money. Probably none. There's your challenge. Not knowing about money keeps you trapped in a system that does not serve you. The fact is, almost everyone is living in some kind of financial prison. Look around at the people you know. Then ask yourself the question. Here's the question. Will you be a prisoner of the economy around you, or are you ready to create your own economy?
As far back in ancient history as you can go, people that created wealth created their own economy. It starts inside. When you do that, you become the cause and not the effect of your financial life. Try it, see it, and get it.
Creating your own economy isn't a small thing. Otherwise, everyone would do it. It requires massive change. The biggest change is not in your wallet, or your bank account, or your job. The biggest change is in your head. The next step is to understand the meaning of real wealth. Real wealth isn't debt. It isn't stocks and shares. It isn't paper money. It's solid, tangible assets. One of these is gold. The last step is to diversify your income. That means owning a business. A business you can build in your spare time without leaving your current job. A business with unlimited earning potential. A business you can start at the lowest possible cost and with all the support you need. So what's the hardest thing you'll do when you begin this business? Just show people this video and invite them to see the whole story. Say yes to that invitation. Say yes to a completely new financial future. Now you know the question. Are you ready to create your own economy? It's up to you to choose the answer.
Fact. Most people start out in their 20s working at a job. They generally work 45 years or more to achieve their financial independence with the goal of retirement. Yet statistically, for every 100 people who should have reached the age of 65, 1% are wealthy, either because they inherited their wealth or they own their own business. 4% are financially fit or independent. 5% are still working, with the percentage increasing. 28% are dead, probably because they worked themselves to death. And 62% are financially struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. They work a plan for someone else's financial success, not their own. They simply trade time for money. Most people don't plan to be in the 95%, but by the time they realize it, they are stuck, drowning in boredom, bills, credit card debt, and a fixed income. The reason: 95% of people spend up to 45 years of their lives making the other 5% successful. Of the 5% who succeed, 3 out of 4 do so by owning their own business. But what are the risks? Large startup expenses and high overhead costs. Can you give up the security of your present job and income? Then there's the possibility of failure or bankruptcy. And even if you do succeed, you are stuck to your business. There is an alternative.
Your money, what is it worth today? A $100 bill in 1913 is worth only $2 today. So now your money is just about worthless. And the Fed will keep printing more and more money. But what if you could turn it around, $1 at a time, and make your money worth more than it is now? How? By buying gold before your cash is worthless. But how can you afford gold at today's prices? Well, by buying 1 gram at a time. This is so important because gold is the future. For as little as $65 or 50 euros, you can trade in your almost worthless cash for something real, something you can hold. Karatbars. Which keeps its value and can be stored securely and is easily accessible just like a savings account. But an account backed by your gold. Karatbars International, a savings account you can count on.
You're about to discover an amazing new program which not only makes buying gold affordable, but offers an exciting way to look at gold from a whole new angle. Introducing Karatbars International. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a gold veteran, Karatbars International is attracting even the most discriminating buyers. What's causing all the excitement? The Karatbar. About the size of a credit card, these beautifully designed cards contain a small denomination of pure 24-karat gold bullion framed inside. People love Karatbars. They're affordable, a whole lot of fun to show off, and most importantly, Karatbars are real currency in denomination sizes you can actually use. For example, can you imagine trying to pay for a bag of groceries with an ounce of gold? It's just not realistic. That's why Karatbars makes perfect sense. A gram of gold is far more manageable. Ready for your Karatbars? No problem. Simply create a free account and have them delivered. And while you're at it, you may also want to consider their exclusive gold savings plan. Easy to use and simple to understand, this revolutionary new feature was created to help you acquire more gold each month through small monthly purchases. However, it's important to realize that you're not actually purchasing gold. Rather, you are simply exchanging your paper money for a superior currency, something far more stable. Now, are you ready for this? Introducing Karatbar Collector Cards. Customized cards like this are rare and have the possibility to exceed their purchase value many times over in the years to come. For example, this limited edition of Pope John Paul II will undoubtedly sell out very quickly, as only 100,000 of them were created. And, as you can imagine, they make great conversation pieces and fantastic gifts. Karatbars International was founded by Harold Seitz with the goal of making Karatbars a household name, and it's already happening. Karatbars are accepted and recognized as currency all over the world. This creates enormous potential for you. You see, whenever a Karatbar is purchased, commissions are paid. For every custom card purchased, commissions are paid. Each and every month, when gold is purchased through their very popular gold savings plan, commissions are paid. These commissions flow not just to the person who directly referred them, but paid generously through multiple generations. They even offer company-wide bonus pools allowing you to share in the profits of the entire company. And as the demand for Karatbars grows, so does your opportunity. So let me ask you this. How much money do you want to make? Whatever your goals are, our state-of-the-art marketing system was custom designed to help explode your Karatbar enterprise. The news about Karatbars is spreading fast, so the time to act is right now. Opening your account takes just a few moments. It's free
simple, and once it's created, you've literally got the world at your fingertips.
The price of Karatbar's gold bullion, you must make sure you are comparing apples to apples. You wouldn't compare a car by evaluating a Chevy Cavalier to a Corvette. Yes, they're both cars, but the fact is one costs more, is worth more, and retains its value better. Gold coins, bars, and ingots are all gold, but with varying purity, weights, and value. Furthermore, you can't get a truly accurate price for a 1 gram Karatbar by taking the spot price of an ounce of gold and dividing it by 31.1. That's roughly how many grams there are in a troy ounce of gold. Why can't you do that? Well, if you wanted a gallon of milk, would it be cheaper for you to buy the gallon or 8 pints? Of course, we all understand what it means to buy in larger volumes or bulk to get lower pricing. Most customers that buy gold usually buy retail and never really consider all the factors involved in purchasing. They look at price and that's it. What you have to realize is Karatbars International is a category creator. No one is doing what Karatbars is doing worldwide. When you buy from Karatbars International, not only are you getting pure 999.9 currency grade gold bullion, you are getting the chance to earn cash and more gold just by referring others. If you want to be accurate and compare apples to apples, ask your broker what their price is for a 999.9 1 gram bullion bar produced by an LBMA certified refinery. No one can touch Karatbar's price. Karatbars has consistently maintained a 2 to 4% better price. Even if your broker could match or beat the Karatbars prices, would they give you gold for referring others? I doubt it. Here are some very important facts to consider. Karatbars International is a private issuer of 999.9 24 karat gold bullion grams. Its products are produced by a private refinery and mint exclusive to Karatbars International. Karatbars gold bullion is not subject to seizure under the current international bullion and U.S. laws. Transactions are completed offshore. Gold is vaulted offshore, and all transaction records belong to Karatbars International. Karatbars carry the LBMA certification from the Atsi refinery, which makes them good for settlement of debt. Karatbars International is an offshore e-commerce company with an affiliate marketing program. Karatbars International does not apply to the FTC or the BBB, all of which come under U.S. government jurisdiction or any other jurisdiction not held under the international bullion laws. Karatbars does not apply to the Securities Exchange Commission, since gold is not a financial instrument like paper currency. Karatbars International falls under the international bullion laws set forth by the World Trade Organization under the Harmonious Tax Code. In the USA, any and all gold and gold coin purchases that occur are recorded. The U.S. government knows exactly who has what. You do not actually own any government-issued coins. You are merely the bearer of those coins. Governments in financial duress can recall gold coins and pay the bearer its face value. Ask yourself this. Where do you think the United States government is going to get the gold to restock their shelves? History will repeat. Karatbars weighs in at 1.01 grams. That is above the legal limit if a country tries to exercise a VAT tax on 1 gram bars. Karatbars International has a niche market of transaction-friendly weights which makes it a viable form of payment and exchange under all economic circumstances in all countries. Karatbars International accounts are private and secure, more so than the FDIC, the CDIC, or any gold sales in the US or Canada. 100% of all funds you deposit in your Karatbars account are used to buy gold bullion. There are no extra fees. Karatbars International does not report any customer transactions under $10,000 to any government agency in any country. Karatbars International does not ask for a social security number or a social insurance number. Your identity is kept confidential for your account as long as you are not charged or convicted with money laundering, drug trafficking, or any other international crime under the U.S. Patriot Act. All transactions are recorded by username and account number and verified by German authority auditors. The U.S. does not govern Karatbars International. However, the U.S. government, like any other country, treats it on the same level of trade. We do not sell financial paper instruments, nor does Karatbars International. Affiliates do not sell gold. Karatbars International does offshore. Only Karatbars account holders can make referrals, and we are rewarded for doing so. New account holders can get a Karatbars account only by being referred by a Karatbars affiliate account holder. Although we resemble a leverage type of marketing structure, we are not considered an MLM in any country. Our compensation plan pays out only when paper money is exchanged into gold. That's it. The next big question is, how can I be sure it's real? Karatbars cannot be counterfeited, as some gold has been. With Karatbars, any merchant or dealer who has been taught what to look for with the naked eye can easily and quickly determine that every Karatbar is not fake because it has the following. Number 1, the stamp of the London Bullion Market Association. Number 2, the signature of the Addisee Refineries assayer on the card. Number 3, an embossed serial number that is unique to that particular Karatbar. And number 4, the refinery's unique hologram on the back of the gold. What about the buyback price? With all weights of gold, there is a buyback price that is less than the sell price. With Karatbars, there are many more options available than simply selling them back. You can use them to buy goods and services from the many merchants around the world that accept them. You can post them in the Karatbars member marketplace. You can sell them back to Karatbars at a higher price than you would get from any gold dealer. If you own an ounce of gold and need a few $100s, you will need to sell the whole ounce. If you have high inflation, you won't want to do that. You will want to leave as much money in gold as possible. Well, a Karatbar 1 gram eliminates the need to convert to cash or use more than is required at that given time. You cannot chip off a piece from an ounce and expect anyone to give you just that amount in paper cash or goods and services. We also want you to understand how important it is to be LBMA certified. It takes 3 years of 0 issues for a refinery to get LBMA certified. Karatbars International also produces green gold. They use no mercury or cyanide in the extraction process. Now, this makes them a serious tactical player for gold production worldwide now and in the future. All gold shipments are double insured. First, by SecureLog. They videotape every single package and log the actual card numbers. SecureLog is recognized by the World Gold Council, which is one of the largest groups in the gold industry. They are then shipped by FedEx and insured again by Karatbars International. If you decide to let Karatbars International store your gold, they will do so at no charge. To exchange into gold is one thing. To exchange out of gold is another. Karatbars is the simple, no-nonsense, worldwide solution for both types of exchanges. They offer a multifaceted exit strategy unlike any other source. Karatbars International will buy back your Karatbars with the guaranteed best buyback price. Other major financial institutions see us as a reliable financial partner. For example, the Vatican bought and branded 100 kilograms of Karatbars International Gold and branded it into Karatbars Collectible Grams. No one can doubt that the Vatican is a major financial worldwide giant. They do not do business or get involved with just any company. Remember, getting paid to acquire gold is better than buying it at any price.
There are 7 different ways in which Karatbars rewards its affiliates. In this short video, I'm going to share a few of them with you, but my primary goal is to share with you the incredible income potential of just one of these income streams. I'm going to first share some information with you which is going to help you better understand this compensation plan. When you get started with Karatbars, there are 4 packages which you can choose from to get started, and you can also upgrade at any time. You can find out more about these packages and what's all included in them on the Karatbars website. These packages are the Bronze Package, Silver Package, Gold Package, and VIP Package. And they range in price from about $135 to $21.50 US dollars based on the current value of gold. You can earn commission on package sales of 5% if you're a bronze, 10% if you're a silver, and at gold you earn 15% and 20% as a VIP. I also want to tell you that every time a package is sold in your organization, units are earned. 5 units for a bronze package, 20 units for silver package, 50 for gold, and 100 for every VIP package sold within your organization. For illustration purposes of this compensation plan, we're going to assume that you purchase a silver package, which is about $325 US, and so does everyone entering your business. We choose the silver package for illustration purposes because everyone can afford $325. The average person in network marketing sponsors 2.3 people into their business. We're going to assume that you're not even average and only sponsor 2. That's right, I said not even average and you're only sponsoring 2. I also want you to remember, we're talking about gold bullion, not pills, potions, vitamins, or lotions that at the end of the month you have an empty bottle worth nothing. We're talking about gold, and at the end of the month you have a commodity which has value. Once you truly understand about the history of gold and how important it is for you to start acquiring it due to today's world economy, it's going to be easy for you to get at least 2. Because without any question, you're going to want your family and friends to start acquiring gold as well. All right, let's get started. So today you purchase your silver package and your monthly subscription to this marketing system, the Garage Full of Gold marketing system, as well as watch the 45-minute Getting Started training. Your focus in your first week, your first 7 days, is to share this business with 2 people who purchased the silver package and can duplicate that. Remember, it's all based on you getting 2 and working with them to get 2. That's it. It's that simple. We call this the power of 2. In your first week in the business, you're going to earn a 10% commission on both of the silver packages sold, which are about $325 US dollars, which is the approximate value cost of the silver package. Remember, the cost changes because so does the value of gold. So you're going to earn $3,250 times 2, about $65 US dollars in week 1. This is called the package bonus. I also now want to focus on the dual team bonus. This is the one that I'm going to put all the focus on in this training. You're going to build 2 teams. You're going to build a left team and a right team. Remember the units I talked about earlier? You earn 20 units for every silver package sold on that team. So the first person that you sell a silver package to, they go on your left team and you earn 20 units. The next person goes on your right team, and when they purchase their silver package, 20 units is earned as well. So let's recap. Week 1, you earn about $65 US, and you have 20 units on your left team and 20 units on your right team. In week 2, we're going to work with those first 2 individuals that you got started. We're going to help them share this business and help them sell 2 silver packages each, just like you did. And when they do, they're going to earn about $65 in package bonuses. But 20 units for each package sold will be generated. So you have 2 new silver packages on your left, 20 units and 20 units, and 20 new units on your right times 2. You now have 60 units on your left team and 60 units on your right team. So you now cycle. You cycle every time 50 units on one team and 25 units on the other team. As a silver, you're going to earn 40 euros, which is about $55 US every time you cycle, and you can cycle unlimited number of times daily. So 50 units comes off your left team and 25 units comes off your right team, leaving you with 10 units on your left team and 35 units on your right team to carry over to week number 3. In week number 3, we work with those 4 people and we focus on helping them sell just 2 silver packages each, just like you did. Again, just 2 people each who understand the importance of acquiring gold. They will also earn the package bonuses for those sales. Each silver package sold represents 20 new units for that team. So in this week, you have 4 new silver packages at 20 units each, a total of 80 new units being added to both your left and your right team. You had 10 units carried over from the previous week on your left team, plus the 80 gives you 90 units on your left team, and 35 carried over from the week before on your right team, plus the 80 units gives you 115. This week, you've earned enough units to cycle twice. 100 units on your right team and 50 units on your left team earns you 2 cycles for a total of 80 euros or about 110 US dollars. Once again, those units come off, leaving you 30 units on your left team and 15 units on your right team. All right, I think by now you should have a handle on how your business grows each week. So in week 4, the 8 new people each get 2 who purchase a silver package, adding 160 new units to both your left and your right team. Those new units plus carryover units from the previous week cycles you 4 times and earns you about 220 US dollars. In week 5, those 16 each get 2 people who purchase a silver package. This adds 320 new units to both your left and your right team. Once again, those new units plus the carryover units from the previous week cycles you 7 times and you earn about 385 US dollars. This is when things get exciting because now you've earned enough commission on a weekly basis and you're now put on the autosave program, which means Karatbars purchases a gram of gold out of your commission and then deposits the remaining balance onto your commission card. Up to now, you've also earned enough commission that you can upgrade to the gold package. Now watch what happens. In week 6, those 32 new people each get 2 brand new people who purchase a silver package. This adds 640 new units to both your left and your right team. Those new units, once again, plus your carryover units from the previous week, cycles you 15 times. Now this week, instead of earning about 825 US dollars, because you upgraded to the gold package, you now earn about 1,237 US dollars. And now you have enough to upgrade once again, this time to VIP. So now in week 7, those 64 people each get 2 new people who purchase a silver package. This adds 1,280 new units to both your left and your right team. Those new units, plus carryover units from the previous week, cycles you 31 times. This week you earn $416 US, which is double what you would have earned as a silver. You are now annualizing a nice six-figure income. As a matter of fact, that's about 3 times what the average household income is in the United States, according to the USA Today. What would that type of income do for you and your family? What would your life look like? What would you be able to do if you had that type of income coming in week after week just because people wanted to exchange paper money for gold? Here's a couple other things I'd like you to internalize about this compensation plan. Remember back a couple weeks ago when you upgraded to the gold package? Well, the week after you did it, the first 2 people that you introduced to Karatbars are now in a position where they're ready to upgrade to the gold package. And when they do, 30 new units are going to be added to both teams. As a matter of fact, week after week, people will be in a position where they're going to upgrade from the silver package to the gold package. And for every person that upgrades, an additional 30 new units will be added to that team. The same is true when someone upgrades from the gold package to the VIP package. 50 new units are added to that team's total. Now think into the future as dozens of people are upgrading from the silver to the gold package and from the gold package to the VIP package. This income can really get crazy. Another way new units are added each week is the auto save program, as well as when people exchange paper money for gold. Every gram of gold purchased in your organization produces 1 new unit. Right now I'm going to share with you one more stream of income. Think about all the people you have in your organization, all of them exchanging paper money for gold and units being earned through the autosave. And every gram of gold that's purchased in your organization, you're going to earn an additional commission of 0.5% up to 6% on all those gold purchases. If you're a leader in this industry or someone who really wants to earn a substantial income with Karatbars, I want you to take a minute and think. I want you to think about the $3,416 in weekly income. Remember, that was based on you just getting 2 and helping them get 2, all of whom purchased the silver package. Imagine what would happen if you got 4 people started who got 2, or 6 people who got 2. Again, all of whom were purchasing a silver package. That would double and triple that $3,416 number. What if you're a true leader and you could get 8 people, 9 people, 10, 12, or even more started and teach them to get 2 who get 2? The income is truly staggering. Those are just 3 of the 7 different ways that Karatbars compensates us as affiliates.